Welcome back, everyone. I'm here with November predictions. November starts with a heavy energy. At this point, most of you might be feeling tired or feeling a little bogged down. We are just recovering from a very powerful solar eclipse. Solar eclipse, which is followed by a lunar eclipse. That's how it works, right? Always. So, the middle period between the two eclipses tend to be a little difficult for most people. Most people are feeling tired, there's lack of motivation or emotional turmoil or mental confusion for some of you. It's a powerful month when Jupiter finally goes direct and Mars is going to get into retrogression. We have a lunar eclipse in the sidereal sign of Aries on the 8th of November. Let's see what this month has in store for you. And before I start, as always, I would like to thank my Jyotish gurus and my spiritual gurus for always guiding me. I'm truly grateful. So let's start with November predictions. The format, as usual, is general predictions, followed by the stock market predictions, and the video ends with advice for the month. So, whatever advice I feel is important and crucial for you to follow for the month of November will be at the end of the video. If I mention a particular sign, it's for your sun sign and your moon sign, and to some extent your ascendant sign, and I follow sidereal calculations for predictions. So let's look at November 2000. November starts on a feeling of confusion, turmoil, or just a feeling of being lost. And most people are assessing things. You're stepping back, you're thinking within, you're reassessing things, you're evaluating things, whether it's personal relationships. Perhaps for some of you, it's your own choices, it's what you're feeling, it's what you're thinking. You're looking at your own decisions. There's a lot of self thought happening in the first few days of November, and it's important that you must do this. This time is especially challenging for the signs of Leo, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio. The 7th and the 8th of November are difficult days for Aries and Scorpio. Please be cautious. Sail this day by meditating, chanting, or just resting. Just withdraw from everything, go to sleep early, take a little bit of rest. You probably need it. Just be on your own, just spend time doing something that you enjoy. Middle of the month is a difficult time for Scorpio and Aries. Watch Sun and Moon sign predictions on the Astro Kanu app to get exact, precise details and predictions for your sun sign and moon sign. Between the 18th and the 24th of November is a very chaotic time for most people. You are required to make important business decisions and also make crucial choices around your personal lives. So the dates that I mentioned, which is towards the later part of November, the third and the fourth week of November, the last few days are really important. Most of you are at a point where you have to decide on certain things. You have to pick out, you have to make decisions. For some of you, these are life-changing decisions about personal relationships, about business partnerships, about important financial decisions that need to be made. My advice would be push yourself to be objective and look at the larger picture. Remember to see a picture in a long term view when you make those decisions. You will make important, careful, positive decisions that lead to happiness if you go without fear, if you move forward with faith, if you move forward without fear and hesitation. Try to make your choices based on what you like, based on what makes you happy, what adds positive value to your life, what is making your life worth living, and then you will choose the right things. If you make decisions out of fear, so when we make decisions out of fear, what does that mean? It indicates that your decisions are based out of the fact and fear of loss, of perhaps emotional vulnerability rising out of fear. So make sure your decisions are based out of emotions that are positive, not out of fear, not out of hesitation, and not out of the vibration of worrying. When you make decisions under pressure for all the wrong reasons, don't let that happen. So remember to make these decisions based out of the right emotions, following the right principles, so that you make correct choices for your long-term life. Also follow this date for important crucial decisions. Wait till the 24th of November and you will have perfect clarity. Suddenly after the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th of the month, you will just know what you need to do. All confusions will be over. You will get the good news you're waiting for. Some of you will get good news around relationships and finances. This is a good time. So you just have to stay patient till then and also wait to get clarity and make those long-term decisions around those dates. This time is especially crucial for the signs of Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, and for some of you, Scorpions as well. The turmoil or confusion that mid November brings to you will begin calming down after the 24th of November. For some of you, long term issues will get resolved in the third week of January. So, those of you who still feel that the month has ended and you still haven't sorted a few things, you still are in the process of, waiting for some conclusions to come in, whether it's for your business or your personal relationships. For those delays will get over in the third week of January 2023. For the rest of you, for the majority of you, November end is going to bring you good news, support, and clarity that you have been seeking for a while. So, this is primarily that I have for November. I will give you some advice for the month of November at the end of this video. But for now, let's look at the stock market predictions for this month. Stock market predictions for November 2022. The markets open in November on a low volatile note. Around the 7th and 8th of November, some global event will shake the markets. This could be violence in some regions or a policy change that affects major dealings across the world. The blue chip stocks will start seeing stability and slow gains as we move further into the month of November. Around the 14th of November, the market will see sudden, large, erratic corrections across many sectors. There will be changes in the Bitcoin NFT segments. There will be a start of a policy change and sudden enforcement and compliance coming into the sector over the next few months. So I see particularly for the less compliant sector or the sector that is not so organized as of now, which is primarily NFT, Bitcoins, all of those, the non-fungible assets that we are currently dealing with. There is going to be a process of change and policies coming in starting at the end of November or second half of November. And the next few months will see a lot of changes, a lot of compliances and enforcements coming in across the globe. And this whole sector is going to go through a process of reform. The steep corrections will stop after the 24th of November. So I see that there are a lot of erratic, choppy, the market is choppy. There are sudden lows, there are corrections happening, steep corrections happening. But it will only be till about the 24th, 25th of November. You can breathe a sigh of relief after the 24th of November. The market and all sectors, including the crypto, NFT sectors, will start recovering after the 24th of November, but this will be a slow process. It will not give you sudden gains, so you still need to be a little cautious and patient. The most important advice for you traders for the month of November is avoid being impulsive in November. The market is going to trick you. The lows and the highs will be sudden and not permanent. So till you arrive towards the end of November, you need to be cautious, you need to be patient, and you should not be impulsive. This is all I have for the month of November. Happy trading. So here is my advice for the month of November. November will bring good and bad results. It will not be a neutral month. So you will go through a month that's going to be very expressive in the way it gives you results. Nothing is going to be neutral in November. It will end delays and bring you good news around personal life and gains towards the end of the month. It will take you through mental turmoil and force you to do things you want to avoid, whether it's hard work or sorting things with people or resolving your own emotions within yourself. Middle of the month is a time where you're going to be pushed to deal with these things. So while I'm giving you these predictions and you're watching this, Remember this when you're going through that. Don't be stuck up and stubborn. Allow those things to happen. Face your fears. So remember, the middle of the month is important for you to push yourself to do those things. For some people, it will start the process of change that completes in January 2023. For some of you, this is also a phase that can bring you legal troubles. So be very cautious with your dealings, compliances, paperwork, what you write, how you're transacting with money, because I see for many of you, this is also a phase where you can see legal trouble. Phase meaning between now and end of January 2023. Be cautious with legal or property matters and sort them right now to avoid problems or disputes later. So while you're watching these predictions now, which is literally the 1st of November, and I'm predicting about the coming weeks, this is a time where you should take these predictions seriously. Make your activities, look at things. Are there any loopholes? Are there any issues that can create disputes? Sit down and sort out everything. Maintain good routines to balance health and mental health in the month of November. Like I said, this is not a neutral month. So, a month that is so chaotic, so powerful, and also very positive for a lot of things cannot be taken very lightly. So, make sure you are upping your own game by following healthy routines, sleep properly, sleep enough, because all the thinking that your mind is doing, give it enough rest. Be healthy so that you can do that extra work, that extra new opportunities that are coming. It's not always negative. The new opportunities can bring gains, can bring success in the long term, but for that you need to up your game. So November will be a month where you must take care of your health, both physical and mental health, so that you can consume everything that is coming your way. Don't drag things which should be over. November is also a month where you need to move on to the next level, whether it's relationships, whether it's business projects, whether it's your own growth, your own capacity of performing, of attempting things, of the way you think. It's time to move on to the next level. Push yourself, don't drag, don't be stuck. Watch what you eat and take care of your health issues. There are going to be for a lot of you issues around digestion, issues around nerves, allergies, water retention. So I need you to be careful. If you follow a good routine, if you are sleeping enough, you're careful with your food habits, you drink enough fluids, you are overall taking care of you, you will sail it without any trouble. So, November, a powerful month, bringing you a lot of things. Time to be alert, grab those opportunities, take those good news, and be prepared for the changes to come in. It's a beginning of an important phase for most of you. It will commence in February. The beginning is now. And you see that if you are prepared and you follow the advice that I've given, it will turn out to be such a good month that you will say, it changed things for me for the better. I started this. You'll look back and say, I started this in November. It was a good month for me. So push yourself, make the most of it, follow my advice, and have a great month ahead. I'll be back with predictions in December. Till then, take care.